Hello and welcome to Miss Kearney's tutorial on how to use SurveyMonkey. I think SurveyMonkey is personally really useful for making surveys with because it's really easy to use and also it makes it really easy for people to answer your survey. That's because it gives you a number of ways that you can share your survey with other people, whether that be through a QR code, so a kind of a little barcode picture that people can scan on their phones, or a link that you could upload onto your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, or put in an email. That means you can share it with all your friends, your family, and even teachers that you would want to get to answer your survey. It's also really beneficial because they have created an app for it, so you can download that through the App Store onto your phone, so that makes it more accessible for you to use as well. So the very first thing to do when you're setting up SurveyMonkey is that you need to create an account. So if you type SurveyMonkey into your search bar here, like I have, then it's usually the first one that comes up. So where it says www.surveymonkey.co.uk. This is the one that you would click on, and it will take you to a page kind of like this. However, what the page will ask you to do is log in with your details. So you will need your email address here, whether that be your personal email or your school email. You can use whichever one would suit you best. It also gives you options below to link it to your Facebook account or other social media accounts. That just makes it a quicker setup. So if you would rather do that, there's also that option there. Once you've done all that, then what should come up is a page similar to this, okay? And you will see create surveys. So it's up here, but it's also here as well. Doesn't matter which one you click, they will both do the same. So I'll just choose this one. So it will then take you to a page and it will ask you, do you want SurveyMonkey to build the survey for you, or do you want to build it yourself? I would recommend building it yourself because you've already set out the questions that you want to ask. So this is the easiest way for you just to type in your questions and get started really quickly. So build it myself. I'll then give you a number of templates. I would just ignore these, we don't need these, okay? What you want to click is start from scratch, and you'll see a little screen that comes up like this. You can choose if you want people to answer one question at a time, if they want to show all questions on the page at once, or if you want to turn it into a conversation. I would go between these two, but I'm going to do one question at a time, and the reason for that is I don't want people to accidentally miss a question out. I want all my questions to be answered, so that's something to think about when you're choosing between those two options. So, a survey name, let's see, I'll do my survey on Scottish independence. So I'll just type my wee thing here, independence. Survey category, don't worry too much about this. I'm just going to click political because it's a political issue. My questions are already written, and then create a survey. Give it a wee second to load. And then you'll see a page that looks like this. So if you've typed your questions, it will let you just copy and paste them in, okay? But I haven't done that because I'm just going to make this up as I go along just now, just for an example. So, type my first question. Let's see. Do you think Scotland should be an independent country? And then what you'll see at the side is it'll show you different ways that you can get people to answer your question. So you can do multiple choice, they can tick a box, they can star something, so if they're giving something a rating 1 to 5, and they can also do a drop down, so they can choose like this, because this is a drop down. They can add a comments box. The ones that I would tend to use are multiple choice, right? Sometimes it'll let you tick more than one. If you think there's maybe different factors and people can choose a couple of options, you can use that one. A checkbox or a comment box. So my open question would be a comment box or maybe a single text box, but I prefer a comment box, lets you write a little bit more. And also, if you're doing a closed question, you would be doing multiple choice or checkboxes. So, do you think Scotland should be an independent country? I'm not wanting people here to give me their kind of personalised view on independence, so I'm going to do a closed question here. So, let's do multiple choice. And then you can tell the ones that you want to add. So, I'm just going to add yes and no. They ones come up automatically because they are kind of the simplest answers. However, if you've got other ones that you want to add, you can just type in your own ones. They are not your limitations. And then you'd click next question. So my next question, I could ask someone, let's do an open question. Okay, so I'm going to say, what do you think is the main reason why people think that Scotland should become independent? Right, so I'm asking for people's own opinion here. Why do they think people want Scotland to be independent? I'm not asking them what they think, I've already done that. I'm asking them what they think other people think. So I want a very personalised response here, so I'm going to do a comment box. Okay, my next question, we'll do the opposite then. What do you think is the main reason why people think Scotland should not become independent? And again, going to do a comment box. And then my last two questions are going to be my age and my gender questions. These ones doesn't matter too much if you do them at the start or the end. Normally I do prefer to put them at the very, very start. However, if you put them at the end, they're still going to be answered, so that's okay. So I might just say, what is your gender? And then multiple choice here, so I'd put male, female, and then I might put prefer not to say, because some people don't want you to kind of guess who they are based on their answers, so some people might click prefer not to say, so I'll add in that one as well. And then my last question, what is your age? And again, multiple choice. And here it's already kind of seen what your question is. This is what's really good about it. It's quite a smart system. So I can just click all these options. Really, really easy, really quick to create that there. And then that's my last question. So instead of doing next question, because I don't have one, I'm going to click save. Okay. Once I've clicked save, I'll click done. And save. And then the next thing then that I need to do is I'll scroll back up, right, because that's asking people to click that they've finished their survey. So what I want to do then is click preview and score. Okay, so this gets you a little look at what your survey is going to look like. And it will tell you the completion rate. They estimate 75% of people will complete our survey, and it's going to take them about 2 minutes. So you could even say when you're uploading it, this survey will only take you 2 minutes. So please can you give this a thought about answering it. This is what my survey is going to look like. This is what people are going to see when they answer it. And then what it will then let you do is collect responses. The next thing I'm going to click here. And it'll ask you how you want to do it. We don't want to do this one. This one's like for businesses who are trying to target a certain group, okay? And that's something you need to pay for as well. So we're just going to click send surveys your way. And you'll see here it gives you a number of different options. So you can send by email, give you a link that you can email to your teachers or your friends, post on social, and get a web link as well. So you can just kind of copy and paste that onto different social media sites. Or it does link to specific ones, so Facebook or Twitter. It can post on that automatically for it. It'll link to your account, or on Facebook Messenger. So these are kind of the 4 that we would be looking to use. Okay, so you could click that. And then once you've done that, you log back in every so often and check. Okay, so aim to get at least 10 people to answer your survey. Okay, so at least 10 people, and it will tell you here how many people have answered. It will tell you the percentages of the people who said yes and no, for example. Alright, so that's your easiest way to do it, and it gives you things in little pie charts and bar graphs which you'll see when you log in. So I hope this is found really helpful. Any questions that you have, don't be afraid to email myself or Mrs. Matthewman, depending on your teacher, who they are, about any questions that you have on this. Thanks for listening and happy surveying.